Good morning, everyone. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sid.
And I am Mackie, and it is cold and early in the morning.
It's also raining on our van, so if you hear little noises like that, that's what's going on. We decided that we want to do a what we eat in a day video. Everyone wants to see all the food that we eat, so yeah, this video has been requested a lot. Wanted to do it at a time that would be informative. So since we're doing a small XC race today, we are racing the New Mexico Quartz Crusher in Grants, New Mexico. It's a local race. It's a fundraiser for the trails up here. So I figured it was a good time to kind of take you guys through our routine when we're doing an XC race. This is my coffee setup in the van. AeroPress heats coffee. But first I'm gonna drink a mug of water. I'm gonna heat up some water in here. Basically because when I was like 18, someone told me that if you drink coffee first thing in the morning, which I always did, it like shrinks your kidneys, which is 100% not true, but the habit has stuck and I try to drink some water in the morning. I think also you should drink some water when you get up in the morning because you didn't drink all night. Pre-race breakfasts, we usually, honestly, we don't think too much about it, especially when we have time like this, but you do want to go a little lighter on fiber and heavy fats. Like I wouldn't probably eat like an avocado or do a bunch of fried stuff, but other than that, like we're gonna get some protein and some carbs and, you know, food. We're doing a pretty normal breakfast. We're gonna do some eggs, maybe some feta cheese and spinach, probably wrap it all in a tortilla. We are camped like literally in the venue for the race. You can kind of see out there. Super early wake up when they showed up at 5:30 in the morning to bring porta potties. But we just picked up our swag bag. This is like the best swag bag. You guys aren't gonna believe it. There's green chili in the swag bag. I love racing in New Mexico. It's so great.
Today's race is 27 miles, and we have not pre-ridden, so honestly we don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm guessing it's gonna be a fairly fast 27 miles, like 2-ish hour range, but because we don't know that, I'm gonna take a little bit of extra food for racing, just because I hate being hungry. So
also because the weather has been really interesting. I have done races in New Mexico on wet fire roads where you have to just carry your bike the entire time because it's so muddy.
Hopefully that will not be true.
But if it is, I'm gonna have extra food. What flavor do you want? Raspberry lemon, savory miso, chocolate chips and almonds, pistachio and cherry.
I'll probably do a pistachio and cherry one.
Cool. I'm gonna do the savory one because sometimes I get sick of sweet things. If you want to try these bars or any of the other nutrition products we're using today, we have a code from Scratch Labs for you guys where you can get 15% off by using Sid and Mackie at checkout. Very easy to remember.
We will also put it in the comments.
In case you can't remember. So what we've been doing for XC racing so far this year is just taking a packet of these chews, opening it up, dumping it in our pocket, and then just pulling them out as we go. We haven't been bringing bars, but like we said, we don't know what we're getting into today, so we're gonna be a little bit more prepared. And after the race, we'll check back in and let you guys know how much we actually ended up consuming. So we're gonna carry 2 bottles for the race. 1 bottle on the bike, 1 bottle in a pocket. We're gonna do 1 bottle of water and 1 bottle of Scratch Sport Hydration Mix. Dump the chews in the pocket. So then you don't have to deal with opening a package and worrying about dropping it. You can just pull them straight from the pocket. Is it weird to have them share with the CO2? No, they can share with the CO2. They can be friends, just don't eat the CO2 by accident. Well, I have to say I'm pretty stoked. I won my first cross-country win in a very long time because I haven't raced any cross-country recently. I'm gonna go try to catch Sid finishing, but first I have to put on some other clothes because it is freezing out here. Woo! 174. How was it? Hard? It took me about 2.5 hours. I think I ate most of my chews. Let's see. Ooh, there's one in here.
You better eat it right now. All right.
I
So you ate a packet of chews, didn't eat the bar. Hydration?
I did the whole mix and then half of my water.
Okay, so race total for 2.5 hours was 1 packet of chews, 1 bottle of mix, half a bottle of water. I did half a bottle of mix on the pre-ride, and then a full bottle during the race, and close to a second full bottle of water. And then I did my whole pack of chews, and then while I was waiting for Sid to finish, I ate my bar. I have not done a recovery drink yet, but that is definitely the next thing on my list.
We had a little snack while we were waiting for awards. I ate some pretzels and some turkey.
I ate a sandwich.
The sandwich was very nice of them to have some
pretzels.
Snacks available because we were pretty hungry. We were still pretty hungry, so we were gonna make some lunch here in the van before we head out.
So as you guys know, we are not super picky when it comes to food. We pretty much eat most things, but we generally try to make these things ourselves. Fresh
we eat
food.
A lot of vegetables.
We do eat a lot of vegetables.
This is a food video. People get really riled up about food. I'm sure this video will have a lot of people in the comments who think they're nutritionists, but they aren't.
Our food philosophy basically is eat real food, mostly fruits and vegetables, until you're full. And make it yourself so that it's fresh. That's the real food part.
Hard to go wrong with that. I would just like to caution anyone, if there's any kind of food shaming, body shaming going on in the comments, we're just gonna block you. Don't care. We don't have space or mental bandwidth for that kind of crap.
You can disagree with our food philosophy, that's fine, but be polite about it.
And you don't really need to waste your time telling us to eat differently because
it's not gonna happen.
Like, I think the thing that it's really interesting, people get so riled up about food and they seem to forget that like different bodies are different things work for different people. So like if the way that we eat wouldn't work for you, like that's totally okay. And I don't really understand why people get mad when other people eat differently than them.
We also have worked with a nutritionist.
Yeah.
And we basically, the nutritionist was like, you're doing a great job, keep doing what you're doing, maybe eat more carbs. That's what they told Sid.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that has been working really well for Sid, given as she, won today. Better. Just like to point that out. I also won today, so I guess it's working for me too.
But that said, like, if you want to make dietary changes, do not listen to the people in the comment section of this video or other YouTube videos who think that they're nutritionists. Do not listen to us. Like, go see a professional certified dietitian. They're really good at what they do. They understand how to help you change your diet in a realistic way. And they also understand that some things that work for, such and such, like fitness influencer on the internet, like might not work for you or your lifestyle. It's really important to remember that like food is more than fuel for your body. Food is like community and social and taste. There's a lot of eating disorders among athletes who get into this pattern of like thinking that food is only fuel, and I think it can turn into sort of orthorexic outlook on food. And
what does orthorexic mean?
Orthorexic is basically what they've named an eating disorder that's an unhealthy obsession with eating healthfully.
So it's like you're trying to eat healthy so much that you actually give yourself an eating disorder.
Yeah, you start fearing food. I think there's a lot of like, sometimes among high-level athletes, like competition to have like the most like neurotic diet. I firmly believe that if you can eat a wide variety of foods, you should. And I'm looking for a cucumber.
Eat a wide variety of foods like cucumbers.
I know I bought a cucumber. Apparently I didn't actually buy a cucumber.
What?
Or we lost it somewhere in the van, which is
that would not be good. Let's see this pile of food.
Salad.
What did you pile of food us?
Okay, so we've got rice, beans.
Wait, you have to start at the bottom.
All right, spinach on the bottom. Rice and beans on top of that.
You forgot the cabbage.
Oh yeah, cabbage. Cabbage is just the filler.
Okay, spinach and cabbage on the bottom. Then rice and beans. Now continue.
Rice, beans, tomatoes, sweet peas, some more hummus, a little bit of feta cheese. I got some olives. Mackie doesn't do olives. So we have driven a few hours, trying to drink a lot. Mackie has a bit of a headache, so he is making us some more electrolyte mix. We're gonna do the daily mix from Scratch Labs.
Also drunk like 3 bottles or 4 bottles of water since we finished the race.
I think at least I did not hydrate very well because it was cold, which I know is a problem for me. I don't drink when it's cold. It's 5 p.m. now. It is probably about time to start eating again. As you guys probably guessed from our ranting earlier, we do not count calories. However,
Count what?
However, I was looking at Strava, supposedly burned 2,166 calories, which since my base metabolic rate is around 2,700.
That is the number of calories your body burns being alive.
That means I need to eat 4,800 calories. This is connected to a power meter, so it's probably pretty accurate. If you use Strava without a power meter, you can pretty much disregard their calorie counts. They're like way, way off the wall. We saw some comments on a few of our last posts of people being worried about like doing an endurance ride and then overeating. I think it is easy sometimes to overvalue the effort that you put in.
Yep.
I would say for us, we've been doing this for a while, so like an effort like today was definitely bigger than like, if we do like a 2-hour endurance ride, like we don't really change what we eat that much for that. Like that's just...
We just eat our normal
amount, which is also a lot. That's something that I learned when I was working with a nutritionist last year, is that I tend to undereat on these kind of race days, which then leads me to being very hungry the next day. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think your body like levels out over time, but since I don't want to spend all day tomorrow looking for food, which is usually how my rest days go, or being grumpy, we are going to make an effort to get that
more calories.
4,800 calories in. How many was yours?
Mine says 25, almost 2,600 calories that I burned. So basically we're going to spend the rest of the day eating. I shouldn't shop at Trader Joe's when you're hungry, but so excited. Chili mangoes. So I'm gonna have a snack. I'm gonna have some dried mango, some pita chips and hummus. Yum.
Yum. I told you there were a ton of cows here.
Why are they coming over here? Hello, cows!
Why are they trotting?
Come here!
They don't like you. I hope they're not coming over here. We don't want cows over here. Made it to our campsite. We made some rice in our trusty little rice cooker while we're driving, and now we're gonna whip up a pretty typical dinner, I would say. First step, prep all the things. Those are our chicken scissors. We use them for chicken. Usually I don't prep cook, but it's special for you guys. We're prep cooking. Trying to be a food vlogger. We eat a lot of curry and stir fry and burritos. Those are pretty much the main food groups. Our recent vlogs, we've vlogged a lot of going out to eat burritos, which is funny because we actually don't do that like pretty much ever. Often. Can you hear that freaking cow? Is that a cow? You don't think it's a motorcycle? I think it's a cow. So we did like a ridiculous amount of ginger and jalapeno. Sauteed that up a little bit. Alright, got some chicken, some red and yellow peppers. This is a very colorful curry. We usually do our own curry sauce, but Trader Joe's did me dirty. Failed us. Yeah. That Joey's such a traitor. It's actually kind of funny. I can't open this. You have to open this and then we can finish filming. Thought Trader Joe's would be a really good place to get curry paste. Usually we order it online, but they didn't have any. Oh my god, this is why we don't have a cooking show. Adding a can of chickpeas, which we do a lot to these curries. And then the last minute, we'll add some spinach and a bunch of cilantro and put it over rice. Put some green onions on top. Boom. Boom. Boom, we will eat before midnight. Not bad, that looks delicious.
As you guys can see,
the state of our floor.
We pretend like we're going to be all fancy by putting everything on the table, and then we actually put the rice on the ground to serve it. Looks pretty delicious. Good job. Bye-bye, curry.
I don't think the sauce was as good as my sauce. If you want another similar video, we did a day in the life video like a year ago, and we'll put a link to it here. I know there are a lot of comments on it about the food, so it was mainly about food because like basically this was a day in the life video because pretty much all we do is eat. And now we're gonna go to sleep. Good night.